I'll be in, this person is really close to me, my master. And, ayan, nakita na po natin siya. Ayan, mukhang marami na siyang, I'll be introducing my master. So Cheryl. And as an influencer and a creator, what are the essential to work effectively environment? Get your pen and paper ready as Miss Cheryl drops some remote work knowledge bombs. Cheryl Eco is a teacher, an entrepreneur, social media influencer, and a community builder. Please welcome our very own Cheryl Eco. Miss Cheryl, take it away.
Yay! Kamusta? How's everyone? Hi, my name is Cheryl. Wait, I would need to share my screen, right? Okay, there you go. Okay, can you see it? Okay, so my topic for today would be the influencer and the pandemic. So content creation and influencing in the time of pandemic. I have chosen this topic kasi ang daming nagtatanong, no? Like, ano pa ba ang content na pwede kong gawin? It has been like 2 months, 3 months. Wala pa rin kaming content na maisip or patay na yung YouTube channel namin, patay na yung blog namin, patay na yung Facebook page namin. And these are questions that really bother most of us then, okay, as influencers. But in this talk, we would be talking about marketing, influence, and of course, yung personal branding mo or for bloggers and bloggers. So those who do it as business and those who do it uh, as their own personal branding. Parang ganun. Okay? So, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so to introduce myself, yan, I'm Cheryl, and this is what I do. I eat, I travel, I write about the things that I write about the things that I experience. So yun po talaga yung trabaho ko. That's why my handle is I am storyteller. It started many, many years ago naman, ganyan. But then eventually, while I travel and while I tell stories about places and food and things and experiences, bigla na lang some brands were able to recognize me and were able to see me and what I do and also to appreciate the influence that I create. Kaya yon, maraming mga brands na lumapit and started making me as an ambassador for their brands. Okay, big brands, small brands, restaurants, hotels, and food, especially. Ganyan. Okay, so that is about me. My day job is that I'm a teacher. I'm a learning manager for a BPO company, also a community builder. It's about creating culture and creating communities. Usually, Facebook pages, Facebook groups, mga ganon. Okay. And then moving on. Okay, so let's talk about influencer marketing. Okay, so influencer marketing is when companies partner with influencers in order to increase brand awareness or conversions among a specific target audience. So akala ng marami pag nag-vlog sila may pera na sila, or most people would think that just like YouTubers, dumarating lang ng dumarating yung pera kapag nag-start silang mag-vlog, which is not the case. Okay? There are some platforms that would allow you to make money like YouTube and Facebook only if you meet certain criteria like number of followers and yung length ng views, mga ganon. But for influencer marketing, it is when companies partner with you and then they invest on your influence and then you get paid for your influence. Okay? Because you increase the awareness, yung recall ng brand nila. Tapos, syempre, nagiging sales sila. Okay? So, that is influencer marketing. And when you really want to scale and when you want to reach new audiences, you need content that make people want you and that comes from having great content. So kaya nga tayo tinatawag na mga content creators, okay? Bloggers and vloggers and those who want to be in this industry. Kaya nila tayo binabayaran, kaya tayo may value is because we create awesome content. Okay, magagandang videos, catchy videos, relatable write-ups, materials, and blogs. Yun talaga yung binabayaran sa atin. Okay, that is where we have our value. Okay. Now that we have all those definitions straight, okay, let's move on to the next slide. There. So, ano ba talaga yung goal ng influencer marketing? Okay. So, the goal of influencer marketing, or even for you, no, for you as a personal brand, if you are a blogger or a vlogger or a YouTuber, ang goal mo talaga naman dalawa lang. Okay, number one is brand awareness. So this is the number tied to increased audience awareness of your product, your service, your person. Okay, yung content impressions mo, yung likes, yung comments, yung mentions, yung reach, and yung traffic. Okay, that is brand awareness. When people get to know you, when people get to recall your name, na parang, kilala ko siya, parang ganon, or na-meet ko na siya somewhere, then that is your brand awareness. That's your number one goal. And of course, number one is to convert that brand into money. Okay, so this is the number that is tied to specific actions like clicks, sales, conversions, leads, downloads, and of course, subscribers. Um, yan kasi yung nagiging pera. As an entrepreneur, I would always tell people that they put their money, especially for startup, no? People would always put their money on, on the business. Like for example, magtatayo siya ng coffee shop niya. And then he would spend all of his money in setting up this perfect coffee shop, spend most of his money buying the most expensive, high quality ingredients, best chairs, 'di ba? Ang gaganda ng wall, paint job, everything. Ang ganda-ganda ng coffee shop niya, very Instagrammable. Pero hindi siya nag-spend on marketing, so people don't go to that place. Okay, so yung investment mo, wala na. Okay, yung investment mo, hindi na naging pera because you left something out. And that would be marketing and getting and attracting people. Yun yung role natin as marketing influencers. Okay, is to increase yung awareness nila tungkol dun sa coffee shop na yon and then to convert that awareness into money. Kasi kapag kumita yung business, kumita yung brand, kikita rin tayo as influencers. Okay? Hope you get that. And then next slide would be, okay, there. So these are our top 5 influencer goals. Actually, marami yan. Kinuha ko lang yung 5. Okay? As a marketing influencer, as a blogger, as a vlogger, as a YouTuber, number one na goal mo talaga is brand awareness. To get your name out there, to strengthen your influence, to to make sure that when you talk, people will believe the brand that you carry. Okay? So kung YouTuber ka, dapat kilalang kilala ka nila. Kung blogger ka or vlogger ka or people micro influencers just like myself, kapag sinabi mo na this is a good place, yung awareness na yon biglang mag-i-increase kasi maraming tao yung naniniwala sa'yo tapos nakikinig sa'yo. And also, when you say reach new audience, that's the second goal. That is why you need to have all of your content shareable and relatable. Kasi you need to reach new audience. So for example, meron kang, say, mga 3,000 very active followers. Ngayon, dapat yung mga followers mo na to na very active should share, okay, kung ano yung influence mo. So bigla nag nag ang tawag nito, na-amplify yung influence mo. That is why you need to create a content, okay? Or yung goal mo as an influencer is to, make sure that all of your content are relatable and shareable. Pag binasa nila, gusto nila mabasa din ng iba. That way, you reach new audience. And then number three would be to generate sales. Siyempre, yun talaga yun because it is where the money comes in. Okay? And of course, what the fourth one would be your advocacy. Your advocacy is very important kasi ito yung tribe na kini-create mo. Okay? So when you are a community builder, there is an advocacy that you would want to adapt, yung ganon, and then you get to attract people who would think alike. Okay, so for example, your advocacy would be support local. Yun yung advocacy mo. So lahat ng ipopost mo would be about local businesses in your area, and natutulungan mo na yung mga local businesses, nabibuild mo pa yung brand mo. And when new businesses would open, new local businesses would open, ang una nilang maiisip na makakatulong sa kanila when it comes to their marketing would be you. Okay? That is why that should always be one of your goal. You should always have an advocacy. Kasi madadagdagan yung recall, tapos madadagdagan din yung identity mo as a person and as a brand. Okay? And finally, lead generation. Now, lead generation, that is very important, no? Kasi lead generation is about creating yung base mo of customers, your customer base. Yun yung dapat yung mga tao na willing na bumili at bumili ulit. That is lead generation. Hindi yung minsan lang sila bibili tapos after nun hindi sila na-satisfy. So parang ayaw na nila. So kung walang repeat, then hindi ka talaga naging very effective when it comes to generating your lead. Lead generation is about multiplying it. It's about duplicating it. Okay? So that would be your top five influencer goals. Now, if you notice, dito sa lower pa, no? Lower pa na mga goals, andito yung expanding your share of voice or improve customer satisfaction and managing your reputation. Uh, Nandito rin sila sa bandang lower pa. But then, these are the top five that you need to be aware of. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so the top five influencer qualities. Yan. Very important yan. As a, as a, as a content developer, okay, or as an influencer, meron ka talagang qualities na dapat meron kasi yun yung hahanapin ng brand. Tapos yun yung binabayaran nila sa'yo. Okay? You create your value, especially to the brands. Now, mag-change ito, no? We will discuss it later. This will change ngayon, not during the pandemic. So, itong mga to, these are just general. Pero how it would change during the pandemic, we would discuss it later. Okay, so the top five influencer qualities that brands actually look for would be the content. Ano ba yung content ng tao na to? Okay? Ito ba, bagay ba siya sa brand ko? Bagay ba siya sa company ko? Mag-fit ba siya to carry our brand? Ganyan. So, your content is very important. It, dati, lagi nila nating sinasabi, authenticity, no? You need to be authentic with our content. Totoo yun, no? You have to be yourself. You have to, alam mo yun, yung gusto mo na yung content mo, lahat galing sa puso. If it doesn't come from there, walang hindi siya magiging relatable, hindi siya magiging shareable, and it will defeat the purpose of what we have discussed earlier. Okay? Number two would be your target audience. Now, I'm in my 40s, ganyan. Tapos, of course, if you would want to target people sa age group ko or sa demographic ko, then ako yung pupuntahan nila. Now, some millennials would have their own target audience and some younger people, older people, ganon. So, yung target audience mo, yun yung magiging edge mo pagdating sa mga brands who would want to get your services. Now, the secret here is that if you would really want to be a quality influencer, dapat yung target audience mo malawak. Well, in my case, people my age, hindi na ako mahihirapan na i-influence sila. But then how about people younger than me? Yung ganon. That is why we need to learn and to keep on studying yung generation gap and how to deal with people from various generations and bakit shareable siya sa age group ko tapos shareable din siya sa millennials. Okay? It's because you are aware of both. Now, if you do that, yung target audience mo becomes bigger and wider and then syempre nag-a-add ka ng value doon sa brand na sineserve mo there. And number three would be engagement. Engagement is very important, guys. Dapat pag binasa nila, dapat, alam mo yung too long didn't read TLDR na comment ng mga millennials. It happens most of the time. But if you create, a content that is truly engaging, kahit gaano pa kahaba yan, babasahin nila yan. Also, when we talk about engagement, it's about being able to answer every single question na ibibigay nila sa'yo. It's not, creating content, you put it on Facebook, you put it on YouTube, tapos bigla na lang pababayaan mo na doon, and then people put a lot of comments, and then sometimes you turn the comments off. Bakit? Right? Bakit hindi mo sagutin? Bakit hindi mo uh, i-entertain yung mga questions nila? The moment you post something, you must be very knowledgeable about what you have just posted. So when people start to ask questions, agree with you, bash you, question you, and what you have placed there, kaya mong ipagtanggol yung sarili mo, and that is engagement. And yung mga bashers, dapat nga wini-welcome natin sila kasi when they bash, ibig sabihin you have an opportunity again to explain yourself and to educate and to inform. Ganon. Okay? So, engagement is very important. Now, if you will be able to master yung engagement na hindi ka nakikipag-away but rather enlightening people, then your engagement score is really high. Gustong-gusto ng mga brands yan. And number four, congruence. Okay, so congruence is something that I learned from of one of my very good friends na si Ace Gapus. She's Blogomama of Blogopalooza. She said that authenticity has been very overused na maybe over the years. No, people would always say be authentic, be true to yourself, be raw, 'di ba? So lahat ng content natin ganon, raw, authentic, real. But then we forget congruence. Congruence is ikaw ba talaga 'yon? Are you that person? Do you really walk the talk? Kasi most of the time, you post something and you believe in something, you promote an advocacy, ilalagay mo sa Facebook, ilalagay mo sa YouTube, ganyan. And then when people see you, you're not that person. So, nawawala yung congruence. Okay? Just like your heart and your brain should be congruent with each other, it's the same thing. Your person and your social media personality should also be the same. Hindi pwede na ang friendly-friendly mo sa social media, tapos pagdating nakita ka naman nila outside, suplada ka pala. Or, you, you you advocate something, like save the turtles and don't use plastic or eliminate plastic, ganyan. And then they see you, carrying a bottle of, alam mo yun, yung mga one-time use. See, so if you take on an advocacy, you imbibe sa sarili mo. That is congruence and that is something that is far more important than authenticity. Okay? And then finally, budget. Budget na lang yung nilagay ko ha. But then, it has become very controversial, I guess. Kanina lang pinag-uusapan namin nitong si Jan. I don't know if he's still here. yung mga tao na pumupunta sa mga restaurants asking for free food, asking to be served for free and asking for, those things. These are things that we just don't do. There's no such thing as free lunch for us influencers. We we go to a restaurant, we go to a new restaurant, we buy, we pay for our food, and then we do our reviews. That is how we do things. We do not, strut, papasok ka sa loob ng isang restaurant and then tell people, hey, I'm an influencer, give me your best food. Tapos bibigyan ka ng food, tapos ayoko magbayad kasi ano na lang to pang ano ko na lang to, pang exposure mo na lang. I'll pay it with my Facebook page or I'll pay it with my reach. Mga ganun ba? No. Okay? Wag. Don't do that. Um, uh, Very modest na lang na nilagay ko na budget. But then, there are some deals that you ask to be paid for, but then there are some deals that you just do for free. Uh, Doon pumapasok yung advocacy, doon pumapasok yung social responsibility. Okay, and as an influencer, if you really want to be on the top of your game, you have to be very careful of your reputation. Ayaw mong ma-brand as, palaging gutom or ma-brand as, yung mga freeloaders or Tupperware bloggers, mga ganon. It's very important that you know your value and then they pay for it. And you also, kasi pag minsan din, yung na-abuse din naman ang bloggers at some point, no? I-invite ka nila, papatikimin ka nila ng food. Tapos, they would ask you to, write a lot of blogs, take a lot of pictures, create a lot of videos. For what? For free lunch, mga ganon. And some bloggers go through the same thing then. So, ano lang yon? It's give and take, and it's about, knowing your worth and then asking to be paid for your services kasi wala ngang free lunch eh. At ikaw din, if you want to create content for your blog, for your YouTube videos, go ahead and pay for your flight, pay for your hotel room, pay for your lunch, pay for all of these things kasi ito naman yung bang portfolio mo din, no? For you to be able to get the word out na you are really good at what you do. All bloggers started that way. We paid, we created content, and then, you get to reap na lang yung rewards mo after. Okay? It's about portfolio and track record. There. Questions nyo, ano na lang, saka na lang. Okay. Next slide natin would be here, the pandemic. Siyempre, dumating si COVID, right? And it is not something that everyone was prepared for. Okay. So how has it changed influencer marketing and how has it changed the life of bloggers, vloggers, and micro influencers? Okay. So what has changed in the influencing community? Okay, number one, na-cancel lahat ang lakotsa, ang party at ang dining. So, ibig sabihin, kawawa naman tayo, 'di ba? Hindi na tayo makaka-travel, so we won't have pictures na by the beach. Dumaan ang summer, hindi natin naramdaman yung mga parties, yung mga restaurants that are supposed to open. Lahat sila hindi natuloy, lahat sila nag-cancel. Flower Festival got canceled, a lot of festivals got canceled. So yung mga content natin nawala na lahat. Also for social distancing, 'di ba? Bigla na lang all those weekly things or weekly gathering that you have with your co-influencers, lahat 'yon nawala na. Okay? Also frozen deals and campaigns. Siyempre yung mga brands natin na dapat na may mga trabaho pa tayo, especially for those influencer marketers na na may mga may mga how do you call this? Retainer fees or yung merong mga projects for existing businesses, lahat sila uh, nag-freeze lahat yan because the businesses wouldn't have money anymore for us kasi hindi naman nila tayo mga empleyado. So, you know, uh, these are things that has changed dito sa industry natin. Platform preference has also changed. So, kung dati yung mga tao walang time manood ng TikTok, ngayon nagti-TikTok na silang lahat, which is completely amazing, hindi ba? Or dati, kokonti lang yung mga nag-Instagram. Ngayon, aba, Instagram na ang top one. See? So, yung preference ng mga tao sa platform nila, bigla na lang nag-iiba na rin. So, if you're focused on Facebook alone, baka meron ng mga hindi na nagfe-Facebook, gano'n. Or yung mga YouTube videos, bigla na lang, bakit ang dami-dami ng nanonood ng YouTube? Kasi ang dami na rin nilang time. They are in lockdown and people have a lot of time to spend on YouTube. Ganyan. So, the platform preference of our followers has also changed. And of course, the followers' behavior and reactions, nag-change din yun. Dati-rati siguro yung top fan mo when it comes to your travel pictures, travel photos, and travel blogs. Number one follower mo siya, tuwang-tuwa siya na nakikita ka niya nagta-travel, bigla na lang binabash ka niya na telling you na, uh, you know, yung ang sarap naman ng buhay mo in the middle of pandemic, mga ganyan. Let's think of Heart Evangelista, for example, right? Yung ang saya-saya ng mga tao, naka-gown siya, ang social-social niya, off to the market to buy corned beef, ganyan. But now, people do not appreciate that anymore. Kasi nga, these are extraordinary times. Yung ganon. So, our followers would also have extraordinary reactions. Iba na rin yung magiging reaction nila sa mga content na dati gustong-gusto nila. Everyone has just turned, agitated and stressed. Okay, so those are the things that has changed. Okay, in the influencing community. Just some. Okay, if you think meron pa, come on, let's just add more to my list. Also, let's move on to the challenges. Okay, so the challenges that we are currently facing, syempre fewer collaborations, no? I miss my blogger friends. I miss the other bloggers. I miss, you know, uh, yung mga invites. I miss spending time. Yan, no, si Turista Boy. Namimiss ko si Chiki. Namimiss ko kayong lahat. I miss everyone. I miss Jan. Namimiss kita. Namimiss ko ang Palawan. I miss everyone, really. And, we have fewer collaborations now. Feeling natin wala na talaga tayong mga trabaho. But that's just one, okay, of the challenges that we are facing. Of course, number two would be insensitive content, just like what I mentioned earlier. May mga content tayo dati na gustong-gusto natin, like when we post about food, the things that we eat, ganon. Oh yes, Jason, I miss you too. I miss you and our, you know, conversations na sobrang deep. Anyway, back to the topic. Insensitive content. You cannot post about food anymore with so many people getting hungry, diba? You couldn't post about travels because na-cancel yung flight mo. Or you couldn't post about the government. You couldn't post about, religion or so many things. There are just so many things that we cannot use anymore kasi people turn to be extra sensitive about so many things. Ganon. And of course, the content blockers. Marami sa atin nag-ano na talaga. Anong tawag mo doon? Mental block na. Hindi na natin alam kung ano yung mga isusulat natin. And, number one is what to say. We don't know what to say anymore without being bashed. I posted one about a few images of the other side of the city, no? And then, people bash me because hindi daw ganun yung totoo. But what is true ba talaga? What is real, diba? And if you post something that's real, people would always have something to say. So, wow, anong gagawin natin? Right? So, yun. That's one of our biggest challenges. Number two is decreased engagement. Napansin nyo siguro to, no? Mga bloggers, mga yan, mga influencers. Napansin nyo yan decreased engagement. Why? Too many people deactivated Facebook. It's just too toxic, right? Parang ayaw na nilang magbasa ng social media nila. I don't know why. And of course, increased stress. Everyone's just stressed, right? Hala, hindi ko nakikita yung oras, pero I'm sorry. Mabilis na lang to. Few more slides there. And then let's go to the influencer and the pandemic. It is very important to it is very important to know, guys, that you have your followers has become, has fallen under two categories: those who escape and those who are real. Okay, so some people would choose escapism. Ayaw na nilang makakita ng anything about COVID. Ayaw na nilang makakita ng anything about the pandemic. Ayaw na nila yon. Umay na sila sa COVID. But there are some of your followers who would want it to be real. 'Di ba? So, having the right mix with your content when it comes to these two, no? Uh, yung follower mo na gustong mag-escape and then yung follower mo na gustong maging real. So, you need to know the right mix kung paano may present yung content mo and make both reactions happy. Okay? Yun. So, regardless. Diba? There. So, next would be, hala, okay ka lang ba dyan, Kim and Van? Okay, so what's the content that works during the pandemic? Okay, number one, okay, kung gusto niyo talaga mag-create ng content, here are a few tips. Number one, purposeful messaging. All of your messages should have a purpose. Stop complaining. Stop, alam mo yun, if you complain, bakit? Why are you complaining? It should always go back to heart. Okay, hindi pwede yung nagko-complain ka lang para lang may maaway ka. No, you complain because you want something changed. You complain because you want, but it's not really complaining. It's about calling out and giving solutions. All of your messages should have a purpose. That way you have value and you do not damage your brand. Okay. Number two, you should be responsible with your posts. And of course, do not ignore the pandemic. Um, alam mo yun, yung na-lift na yung ECQ and then you start going out and then you start creating posts and ini-ignore mo yung reality that a pandemic is still out there or a virus is still out there. Be responsible and do not ignore the pandemic. If some people would ignore that, you as an influencer should not. Okay? Kasi syempre, kaya ka nga influencer, di ba? There. Also, positive and self-reflective messages. This works all the time, no? Kapag positive ka, tapos medyo may mga natututunan ka, yung mga life lessons mo, things I learned during the pandemic, and it inspires people, then just go ahead and create that content. Survival strategies is also another effective content. Yung mga wash hands, stay at home, social distancing, anong itsura ng effective na mask, ano yung, how do you create a list, nung kapag magfo-food run ka, those things. Survival strategies are good content, okay, during the pandemic. Sanity and preservation tips, whether it's about meditating or exercising or, anything that would keep you sane. Okay, or uh, basta kasi it has challenged our mental health. The lockdown has damaged or has affected our mental health, and it's good to know, that people are also to know that some people, not just you, are also struggling with their mental health. Ganyan. And if you have sanity preservation tips, just go ahead and put it out there. Okay. Memories of better times, yes, yung mga throwback, ganyan. Some people would also want to be reminded, no, of how life how life is after, how life was before, how life is after. So, okay pa rin magpaka-positive pa rin tayo doon. Okay? And then of course, day-to-day activities. I think a lot of influencers have already, posted many day-to-day activities like the things they cook, the things they do, mga ganyan. Okay? So, day-to-day activities. And then, we have there. So, for you to up your game, okay? So, para naman maging happy tayo. And medyo hindi tayo mawalan ng trabaho okay, during COVID and post-COVID. Okay, number one, we need to adjust our content and repertoire and leverage new situations. So, kung ang bagong situation ngayon is lockdown, adjust mo yung content mo, di ba? If you're a food blogger, edi start, magpa-deliver ka, magpa-food panda ka, and then start doing your food blogging at home. Gano'n. Leverage niya yung bago nating normal, the new normal. Just adjust your content. If you are a beauty blogger, start doing your makeup at home. If you're a travel blogger, start creating albums, start creating mga, kasi ang dami yung time, di ba? Start creating mga itineraries, ganyan. For para sa susunod na na pagka after na nitong pandemic na to, magagamit na ulit yung mga content niyo na yan. Okay, so adjust your content repertoire, leverage on the new situations. Don't be a victim here. Okay. Next, adapt and embrace the change and stay up to date with the trends. Huwag kayong caught off guard, no? Kung ano na yung nangyayari sa Pilipinas or ano na nangyayari sa city ninyo, ganyan. Baka mamaya ikaw na lang ang hindi may alam na na-lift na pala yung ECQ. Ganun ba? So you're locked at home, hindi mo alam na pwede ka na palang lumabas. Ay, pwede ka na palang lumabas. Ganun. Okay? So, adapt and embrace the change but still stay up to date. Okay? Also, learn new tools and add to your skill sets. This is, again, very challenging times, no? Dati, upload ka lang sa Facebook, record ka lang sa YouTube, ganyan. But then there are more tools out there that you could use. Like now, di ba? Dati-rate, kapag ganitong mga talk, everyone would just gather doon sa venue na mapipili nila van. And then, everybody's just there, chika-chika, ganyan, beso-beso tayo. But now, di ba, bigla na lang, nagsi-StreamYard na tayo. And it's something new and it's something that works there. So let's just learn new tools and add to our skill sets. Of course, create content that is safe, civil, relevant, useful, and more importantly, entertaining. Um, it's important na yung mga content natin talaga safe and civil. Ganyan. Ayaw natin na nakaka-offend tayo ng ibang mga tao. Okay? Not everyone would have the same situation as ours. Ganon. Some are working at home, some have lost their jobs, mga ganon. Some are away from their families, mga ganon. So let us just be sensitive siguro and be thoughtful, no? Of situations na baka hindi natin alam but some people are going through there. Also, communicate with your sponsor brands and stay aligned with them. Wag niyong ititigil, no? Just because we are in the time of pandemic, ibig sabihin nun na titigil na rin yung communication natin with our brands. Okay, to cite an example, no, Paymaya is one of the brands that we take care of. And kapag kunwari dito sa city, nakikita natin that people are starting to complain about how to go cashless when it comes to public transportation, ganyan, you inform your brand, no? Ako, I communicate with Paymaya and then I tell them that public utility vehicles, taxi drivers are having problems when it comes to cashless transactions, ganyan. And then Paymaya or your brand would, create an infographic, would launch an education campaign, or they would create also ways or make ways to help them out and para lahat happy. Okay, so you communicate with your sponsor brands and you stay aligned with them regardless of the pandemic para nakakatulong pa rin sila kahit na ganito. You help them with their donation drives. Also, yung mga local restaurants na tinutulungan natin, ganyan, you still call them and then you tell them that, hey, nagpapadeliver ka na ba, ganyan, and then, you connect them with the errand services that you are in partners with din. Okay, that way, you help the economy. Malapit nang mag-collapse ang economy natin. And I hope that, we do our part as influencers din naman to help our economy out. And of course, you keep the community involved, engaged, and informed. Hindi porke lockdown, lockdown din yung mga Facebook pages nyo. Your followers would be looking forward, okay, to what you would say. Okay, they want to be involved and engaged and informed. Huwag kayong magsawa, when people send you private messages asking you kung ano, bukas na ba ang Baguio, pwede na bang umuwi, pwede na bang mamasyal, huwag kayong magsawa. Just keep on answering. Just keep on answering. Okay? There. And then, nag-extend na ako ng 10 minutes. I'm sorry. There. So, for you to be able to add value, marami kayong pwedeng gawin. Okay, you create infographics, videos, and content to inform people to wash their hands, to stay safe, mga ganyan. Also, initiate inspiring and interactive activities for your followers. Ganon, like mga pag-games kayo, ganyan. So, if you get free load or free supplies from your brands, yun, iparaffle nyo, ganyan. Make sure that they're inspired. Okay. Also, you choose a community that you could help through your influence. Again, like in my case, it's local businesses. So, yun, sila talaga yung tinutulungan ko para naman kahit papano hindi masyadong bumagsak yung economy. Also, collaborate with your brands all the time. Collaborate with your brands all the time. And of course, help out the volunteers in getting the word out. Guys, marami tayong mga volunteers na nababash because they would have picked their pictures taken, no? Parang tutulong ka na nga lang, may pa-pictorial ka pa. Guys, I think the main purpose why these people are having their pictures taken is to have the word out and then to encourage more people to donate. Yun na lang ang isipin natin. Um, yung that's why they have those pictures. Hindi kasi sila mga content creators kagaya natin. So sometimes we think it's not done in good taste, no? Pero let's try to understand where they are coming from. Now, in our case as influencers, if we see volunteers, let's appreciate, let's help get the word out and make sure that these volunteers are taken care of. Donation drives are, still moving, ganyan. There are so much that we could do kahit na naka-lockdown tayo. Okay? There. And then, finally, there. With best practices navigating the coronavirus pandemic as an influencer, should hopefully be a journey with more focus and less guesswork. Okay, guys, let's focus. Let's focus on our influence and our brand. Huwag nang pahula-hula. Baka ito gusto nila, baka ito gusto nila. No. Dapat lang ma-develop nyo yung sensitivity ninyo. Okay? Develop nyo lang yung compassion, yung mga ganon. Choose to be kind. Choose to be, choose to be kind, choose to be thoughtful, choose to be positive in the middle of all these, okay? Then, hindi ka na mag-guesswork pa kung ano yung content na pinaka-effective, okay? So, this pandemic will end eventually, and whether or not the world looks different after, we can confidently say that influencer marketing won't be going away anytime soon. Guys, may trabaho pa rin tayo after ng COVID, okay? Post-COVID, may trabaho pa rin tayo. But during COVID, make sure you do not damage your brand. Make sure that you do not lose your followers. Make sure that, alam mo yun, yung pre and post-COVID, ganun ka pa rin. Consistent, okay? Be consistent. Okay. And then, ito na yung last. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. This is Miss Cheryl. Yun, tapos na. Yes, sorry, Van.
Ayan, thank you,
Talaga.
Michelle, for that
Naaliw na
wonderful.
naman ako, naaliw na naman ako magsalita dito. Hindi ko napansin yung time. I'm sorry.
And Michelle, my question.
Okay.
Ano daw po ba? Babalik sa new normal. Baka nagti-TikTok na ako pagbalik ko sa ganon.
Paano bumalik sa new normal?
Oo, baka sa office, oy, musta ka na? Okay, balik na tayo dito sa office. Gaganon na ba ako?
Oo nga eh. Balik na ako sa office.
Okay lang naman ako eh. Yung mga flex ko, medyo...
Oo, diba?
Anyway, that. We have a question from the live chat. It's from Denmark. if I want to be an influencer, but I'm not neither a talented nor famous, what should I do? Kailangan mo gumaganon din Sabay ba ako sa
Oo,
trend? Grabe
may
siya.
gano'n. Okay,
Panaran
guys,
pa.
time and time again, I would always tell you, everyone is an influencer.
Yeah.
Denmark, kaya kong magtinda ng t-shirt sa nanay ko, pero hindi ko kayang magtinda ng t-shirt sa nanay mo. Ikaw lang makakapagbenta nun. See? Everyone is unique. You have a unique set of friends. You have a unique yung influence mo. Everyone can be an influencer. It's about the science of things that you need to focus on, no? Para bang may influence ka, ganyan. Tapos gusto mo lang naman na
Mhm.
na makatulong, ganyan. So,
Mhm.
yung influence mo, nandyan lang rin sa circle mo yan. Okay?
Yes.
Kaya nga, di ba, meron kang scope of influence. Lahat ng
Uh-huh.
tao may ganun. Okay? So, kunwari, meron kang 10, okay na yung 10 na yan, 10 friends mo na yan
Tama.
na naniniwala sa'yo. Tapos pag sinabi mo sa kanila na masarap ang isaw sa bahay nila Van, lahat sila pupunta sa bahay ni Van para kumain ng isaw. See, and that's 10 people buying isaw from Van. There. So,
Yes.
influence is something that you already have. You just have
Mhm.
to use it. You just have to,
Oh,
ano mo yun, kailangan mo lang siyang
you know,
gamitin.
bring it. Anyways, the next
Yes.
question from Kuya Raymark. How to grow initial followers base?
Okay. Sa akin, I think, yung initial mo talaga, madidetermine yan nung personality mo.
Mhm. Oo nga.
Kaya nga, di ba?
Agree.
kaya nga, kaya nga, di ba, parang authenticity and congruence.
Correct.
If you post something na galing
Yeah.
sa'yo, na it's authentic and it's congruent, bigla na lang, may mga taong magla-like, which means they
Rare
like
type.
you.
Rare type.
Oo, gusto ka nila, gusto nila yung real talk mo, kahit na hindi perfect, kahit na,
Yeah.
alam mo yun, kahit na masungit ka. Kasi ako talaga, I'm the sungit tita of Baguio eh. So, may mga tao rin pala na magfa-follow sa'yo. And once you have those people na, they tend
Yeah.
to attract din lang your tribe, no? That's how you create a community of people who
Mhm.
appreciate opinions, who appreciate real talk, ganyan.
Mhm.
Kasi kapag sa una, hindi masyadong authentic yung mga post mo, ganyan, hindi mo naman talaga gusto yung mga yon, edi ibang klase ng tao yung ma-attract mo. And then suddenly, yung
Tama.
initial na base mo, ay, hindi naman pala siya ganon. And then mawawala sila. I-create ka ulit, tapos mawawala ulit sila. So, at the onset, just be
Uh-huh.
yourself na lang. And then, what you see is what you get. People
Yeah.
either take it, they leave it. Okay na.
Yan,
Ganon.
just wanna add me, Cheryl. Akala nyo lang pag when you post, hindi kayo na-acknowledge or napapansin when they message, oh hey, all of a sudden your relatable posts or tweets, bigla hindi ka na magpo-post, you made my day, yung gano'n, nasa-surprise ka na, pero hindi mo nila like, gano'n. Pero they always look forward to your post and tweets, relatable tweets, yung mga gano'n. Akala nyo
Parang
lang,
ikaw? Parang ikaw, Van?
hindi, hindi. Anyways, next question, Miss Sheryl. Ayun, we
Mhm.
have a question from John Valderrama. How should I make
Teletubbies yan. Sabihin mo, hello, Jan Valderrama, half human, half Teletubbies from Palawan.
hi po sa mga taga Palawan? Yun, sinabi nila. We look forward we visit that. Sana mga GDG pag yung makapunta dyan. Welcome po ba kami dyan?
Welcome tayo to Palawan!
Anyways, yung question po niya is, how should I make my content shareable and relatable? Puso lang, bro. Char.
Oo. Oo, Jan. Puso lang talaga yan. 'Pag naka-relate yung tao. I think, one of the best advice ever I have received, 'no, when I was starting, yung matuto kang magpulso. Pulsuhan mo yung tao, pulsuhan mo yung community. pulsuhan mo yung nangyayari. How do you do that? You go to Twitter, tignan mo yung mga nagtitrend.
Dito.
Manood ka ng news, and then tignan mo kung ano na ba yung pinag-uusapan ng mga tao ngayon. Or, you go out, kunwari during flower festival, no, maglalakad ka sa labas, pupulsuhan mo yung mga tao. Pag napulsuhan mo na yung mga tao, that is where you start to create your content based on that pulso. Kasi pag napulsuhan mo na, ibig sabihin, makaka-relate na sila doon. Like for example, ikaw, right in the middle of the festival, ang tindi ng traffic, chaotic doon sa city, mainit, matraffic, maraming tao, maraming turista, you complain about a lot of things. You start writing them down. Kasi hindi lang ikaw nakakaramdam nun because you are right in the middle of things, di ba? Tapos
Yeah.
pagdating mo sa bahay, isulat mo lahat yun habang nagje-Jedi moment ka sa CR, hindi ba, Van?
Agree.
Tapos, basahin mo, pabasa mo sa mga tao. Pag tumawa yung mga friends mo, then that's the time you post it. And yes, suddenly you have a
Boom.
shareable, relatable content kasi pinulsuhan mo. Pinulsuhan mo kasi. You
Ayan,
don't
thanks,
assume.
Miss
You
Cheryl.
don't assume. You just go out there and, expose yourself.
Wing it.
Yes!
And wing it.
May kumot. Okay, game.
Yan, thanks, Miss Cheryl. We really appreciate your outputs yan. Bali, stay tuned. Meron kaming paraffol ni Kim. Yan, thanks, Miss Cheryl.
Yes! Thank you, Van!
Pa tayo sa paraffol dyan. Yung tutok para sa